What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the Living in Tampa Bay channel. As usual, I am your host Shandon Kaya, and today we're going to be talking about the best neighborhoods for your first rental property. If you are new to the channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. If you're watching this video, then I can probably assume you are looking to purchase your first investment property in Tampa Bay. Well, stay tuned because we're going to be diving into 6 potential neighborhoods that you should have your eye on if you plan on investing in Tampa Bay. Now, before we get into it, I want to preface the video by saying I am a licensed agent in the state of Florida. So if you have real estate goals or questions about moving to Florida, especially the Tampa Bay area, I would be honored to earn your real estate business or answer any questions you may have. But without further ado, let's get to it. The first neighborhood on our list is going to be Tampa Heights. Tampa Heights is a small neighborhood located just north outside downtown Tampa, and it's one of the most growing neighborhoods in the Tampa Bay area in terms of rental and appreciation. Even though we've had one of the slowest years in real estate that we've had over the past several years, Tampa Heights has managed to maintain a median home value of $485,000, and the rental yields are anywhere between 5 and 6% in this specific neighborhood. And the rents can actually range anywhere between $1,500 to $5,800 per month. But it makes sense because being right outside downtown, Tampa Heights is right down the street from Armature Works, great restaurants like Ulele, and you also have Robles Park for a local community park type feel for if you're in that neighborhood. Another thing that sticks out with this neighborhood is the school district. Blake High School is just a short drive over the bridge, and it's one of the better rated schools in the Tampa Bay area. Next on our list, we have East Tampa. There's a small portion of this neighborhood known as Ybor City, which is Tampa's entertainment district, but all the addresses that read East, the properties in this area are averaging $300,000, so it's a pretty low price point for a first-time investor. However, the rental is yielding 5 to 8% year over year. This neighborhood has become lucrative for long-term rentals because it has a low entry point when it comes to price, and the rental demand is increasing year over year. Now, East Tampa isn't quite as close to downtown as Tampa Heights, but it's probably an additional 5 minutes outside downtown. You're still in decent proximity to downtown, Ybor City. You can even get to Brandon where they have a mall, and you're probably going to be a little closer to I-4 in case you needed to shoot over to Lakeland or Orlando. Third on our list is going to be our last neighborhood in Tampa, and that's going to be Terrace, which is my personal favorite when it comes to investment properties. Now, when it comes to proximity to downtown Tampa, you're a little farther out. You're probably about a 20-minute drive from downtown to Terrace. However, you do have the USF main campus right here in the immediate vicinity, so it would make for great student housing and a great long-term rental to add to your portfolio. Number one thing I absolutely love about Terrace is the ethnic diversity in food. Now, if you watch my previous videos, you know Tampa holds the crown for best food in the Tampa Bay area. However, Terrace, this specific neighborhood, takes the cake. They have everything from Arab, Indian, Asian, Italian, and everything in between. You really can't go wrong with just about any restaurant you're going to find in this area. Now, the median home price in Terrace is around $375,000. A little bit more than East Tampa, but still significantly lower than other parts of the Tampa Bay area, and a really great entry point for a first-time investor. The rental yields year over year are ranging between 5 and 7%, and you can rent a 2-bedroom apartment anywhere between $1,500 and $1,600 per month. For our fourth neighborhood, we're going to cross the bridge and head over to St. Petersburg, which I'm fortunate enough to call my home. Don't be surprised, but the price of entry does go up significantly once you cross over to this side of the bridge. But don't worry, there's still neighborhoods that are fit for first-time investors like yourself. The first neighborhood we'll introduce with the lowest point of entry is going to be Palmetto Park. Palmetto Park is situated in an area just south of downtown St. Petersburg, right below an area that we call the Edge District. Now, if you take Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, the Edge District is going to be a range between 1st Avenue North and 3rd Avenue South. Palmetto Park sits right below 3rd Avenue South, right below the Edge District, right in walking distance to some of the best restaurants we have here in St. Petersburg. The median home price for Palmetto Park is currently sitting at $350,000, but the rental yields year over year are anywhere between 5 and 7%. And depending on the use of the property, the condition, and exactly where it's located, as specific as the street, rental values are going to vary. This is one of those neighborhoods in St. Pete that is constantly going under development. And because of that, there's a good mix of new properties and affordable homes that create for great rental demand. Number 5 on our list is going to be North Kenwood, where we're stood right now at Booker Creek Park. If you've seen my previous videos, then you know Kenwood has a historic mark attached to it. You might see a lot of historic Kenwood flags from the owners who really take pride in living in this neighborhood. So there are some older homes. However, because of its proximity to downtown, a lot of investors are going into these older homes and renovating them and creating some really beautiful properties. Now, this is where you come in. With a median home price of $450,000, a little bit steeper than some of the areas we discussed before. However, these properties are yielding 5.5% to 6.5% year over year, and the rental values are constantly increasing. The last thing I want to touch on regarding North Kenwood is its proximity to all the necessities. Right down the street, you have your Home Depot, and down the other way, you have St. Petersburg High School, one of the most sought after high schools in the area. You're also within immediate proximity to Sweat St. Pete, a local favorite when it comes to finding a new gym. And you also have some local restaurants and markets like the Violet Stone or Mazzaro's Italian Market, where your tenant can enjoy their lifestyle. Now, for this last one, you might be thinking bigger, you might be thinking better, you might be thinking, how can I really capitalize on my first rental property? Well, this neighborhood is probably going to be best suited for you. That neighborhood is Magnolia Heights. Magnolia Heights is an area situated just north of downtown St. Petersburg. Now, the reason I say you may get more bang for your buck in this neighborhood is because there's a plethora of multifamily properties available for you. If you've been thinking how you can maximize your returns and scale your rental portfolio quickly, then multifamily is definitely the way to do it. And Magnolia Heights has just the properties for you. And with its proximity to downtown, Tropicana Field, the rental demand constantly grows every single day. Now, the point of entry for this neighborhood is the highest of the neighborhoods we've discussed today at a median home value of $490,000. However, with a year-over-year return of 5 to 6%, I'd say that's not too bad of a deal, especially if you can lock in 2, 3, even 4 units for your first rental property. Now, of course, there's several other neighborhoods that you could explore in the Tampa Bay area, but when it comes to building a long-term rental portfolio, these are going to be the best neighborhoods you want to seek to invest in. Now, Q4 is typically when things start to slow down in real estate. You have the holidays, we had the election this year, and we got hit by 2 hurricanes. But the Tampa Bay area is rebuilding and recovering at a very rapid pace. I don't anticipate the market to be too stagnant for much longer. Come Q1, there's going to be a lot of buyers coming off the sideline, and it's ultimately going to create a more competitive market where you may be dealing with multiple offers. So your best bet is to get in as soon as you can. And if you have real estate goals or questions, again, I would be honored to earn your business and help you answer or achieve those goals. So I'm going to drop my contact information on screen so you can get in touch. And if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace.